The name CMS North America is actually an important name because it indicates why CMS North America exists. CMS then stands for the construction of machines that are special.
Well, CMS was always looking for a niche, problem solving, I would say, where people would come to CMS when they couldn't find another OEM machine tool builder that could solve their problem.
It wasn't about selling product, it was about beginning to understand what the problems were that the American industry was facing that needed solutions, and CMS was ready to do that.
Basically, CMS North America is a sales and service distributor of CNC machinery. We build CNC machines for anything from the advanced material to wood, glass, plastic, stone.
What we do is try to understand what it is that people need as time is changing and provide those solutions. Machines that are special is exactly what the market's been asking for more and more as time has gone by.
What gives CMS, I think, an advantage is the fact that we do automated equipment, we do lines, which I think is going to be the future for stone and glass.
I have seen industry as wide. The phones are ringing more, the customers are calling, looking for machines, needing to repair their machines, will respond to their needs, whether they need a technician, whether they need phone support. CMS tends to go over and above typically to get the customer back in working state.
The things that really matter to our customers quickly change after we've provided a machine to them, because what they really need is to have somebody who can help them use the machine to its fullest potential, be able to support them every day as they're trying to use it, be able to help them to improve in their ability to use it, and then be able to keep that machine up and going.
What intrigues me about CMS, at least in this industry, is that we are the OEM. Our technicians are factory trained, unlike some of the dealers who are around. Their technicians have to work on multitudes of equipment, panel saws, edge banders, where our technician specializes only in routers.
If a customer buys a machine from a dealer, they may have a very limited trained staff and might kind of know, how the machines generally work, but here we have electricians and mechanics, we have programmers and machine drawings, the PLC, the backups of the software and the different items inside of the control. And so if there are problems or things that need to be troubleshot or looked at, we can look at a lot of things here. And that really separates us between, I think, a lot of either dealers or other machinery importers.
These machines should be running 20 to 30 years long.
We've got a lot of the older generation machines that are still running every day. We've got new technology being put into them. We've done a lot of testing here with some of the motors and drives to retrofit some of the older machines to bring them up to today's technology. So once the customer makes that investment in the machinery, we try very hard to keep that machinery moving along for them.
Everything is done now electronically through databases. So we are able to stay in contact very easily through our database systems that we've developed.
When the customer calls in for repair, or when the customer calls in for questions on his machine, a phone report is started, and it will say who the customer is, what machine is going on, and a little short little blurb about what their problem is.
We've developed a very good parts and service database, which is actually tied to the project management also, that keeps everyone linked together.
Between myself or 3 or 4 other phone service people, they can pick up the report and they can see the 5 things that we've stair-stepped down through to help the customer.
We've got it time tagged. We know exactly what was talked about. We're able to communicate to their company if it's set up and they would like to know, and everything is documented.
And the nice thing about that is the history. If you call back up and you say, I ran into this problem 5 months ago, we can go back and we can recheck the logs to find out.
But our database is gotten so powerful now because even our technicians who are out remotely, they have access to be able to do phone support remotely through the system. See the dashboard. If they want to pull up a customer's electrical schematics, mechanical print, they can click a button and bang, they got all the information in front of them.
It's just a nice service tool to use for the customer as well as for us.
From a service standpoint, we've been doing this for a number of years, probably since the early 90s. We are a very big promoter of preventative maintenance. We want to prevent things from happening rather than being reactive. So we have developed a service package, which is a top performance package.
Which is really a group of strategically important services that our customers need from us.
Within this package, you can get a multitude of and variety of things. Anything from preventative maintenance done on the machine, so these can be done if they want every quarter, every 6 months, once a year.
Other customers would say what we need is continuing education for the people that are using our machines.
We also offer in the top performance package a complete array of calibration. We've made a huge investment in laser equipment that we can check the geometry and straighten it out and actually even map the machine linearly with lasers to improve its accuracy. It's almost like a menu. You can, these top performance packages, you can buy very little or you can buy a lot.
You need to have the tools that are necessary for you to guarantee that you can keep producing at the same level every day.
These machines are built very well. If they're checked and the maintenance is done, they can last and they'll run. You're not going to have these unexpected breakdowns, so you want to make sure you're doing the preventative maintenance.
I see what kind of relationships we've built with our customers and keeping them running and satisfied with the equipment that we sell, and know that we do provide very good equipment and solutions for the needs that they have.
When we consider parts support, we're looking at not just supporting machines, but machines that have been out there for a long time and across the board. We have thousands and thousands of parts.
We want to make sure we have in inventory what you need. These machines are built to run for 20 to 30 years. Large mechanical components don't fail overnight. So we monitor the turns of things, and we make sure that we have the adequate number of those parts to fulfill the turns that happen each year. And I'm very proud to say that it's a very rare occasion that someone needs a part that we don't have it in stock.
CMS put a large investment in putting an in-house spindle repair facility. The spindle is the blunt of the work. It takes the force of the tool, it takes the force of the material. CMS tends to go over and above typically to get the customer back in working state.
I understand what the customers are looking for when they are relying on us for information and to keep their equipment up and running, and what it means to them to have their product producing for their business.
CMS North America is the result of more than 30 years of working in the United States.
We have a tenure of our employees around 13, 14 years. We have a lot of veterans.
You know, when you have that much longevity, even if you have an older machine, you know, these guys have still been around. They may have been the ones to put your machine in.
From a service standpoint, you're going to get a guy that's an expert on a CNC router.
Having that ability here at CMS is a big deal.
We are here and we do this business every day because it's important to us. And what's important is to help the people that we're working do it better. That's the joy. That's the thing that we get out of this. That's the payoff for us. That's why we want to do it more than anything else that we could do. Because doing this business is about making American business different than it's been in the past. It's about reindustrializing the United States for the future. And that's why people come to CMS North America.